Aha! Yes. Submarine attack and detection. Perfect. That's what I wanted on my escort commander. Screening efficiency. Blockade runner. Oh, that also increases convoy speed when running. So blockade runner on a convoy, defensive convoy is actually really, really good. Manguko has capitulated, also makes the convoys run away faster. Okay, this is excellent. How are you doing? Any promotions? Oh yeah. I'll make you a commander as well. I'd like to make you a sort deck flight manager with better fighters, but frankly, you have one very old carrier. It's not really the best thing you have. You don't really fight submarines either. You're not an escort fleet. Enemy fleet size penalty plus 10%. I don't really know what that means. I mean, the one that I really want you to have is Fly Swatter. We'll give you Lone Wolf, see if that helps. And then retreat decision chance, so you save my big ships. And then you are my recon. So you're the one that really does need to have the spotting chance bonus. Don't have enough command points. But like I said, our navies are currently getting loads of experience. I'm going to need to leave somebody behind to defend Hong Kong, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Been trying to donate, but it won't let me. You hate Canadians or something. When I hit the donate button, it's blocked. Shouldn't be. Just double check for myself. Works for me. It's all done through Streamlabs, so huzzah! Poet, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. 8 months. Nice one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciate that. What you want for the heavy fleet is Ironside. Scroll from the bottom. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, he's got 33 out of 300 points for Ironside. So that's not going to happen for quite a long time. I was looking at that. Huzzah! Look, Happy Face, thank you very much for the subscription as well. No, 94th min. I really wish it showed it displayed on the screen, because that's where I usually get my visual cue that it was gift sub. But thank you very, very much, 94th min. I very much appreciate that. Your generosity is awesome. Look, Happy Face, congratulations on getting a sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, we have too much oil. This is a good problem to have. Let's reduce the amount that we're importing. Quite dramatically. Daily gain 5.5 using 4.2. $4.1, current consuming 4.3. That's more like it, though I am going to buy one more from the UC to keep that balanced out. And also, I want them to have as many civilian factories as possible so that they can continue building planes and stuff and ships and things. I'm very annoyed that they managed to take that one province. Irritating. Well, we're going to hold Suez, so that's fine. They keep on attacking that one province with my 4 uber elite 40 combat width mountaineer divisions. In fact, are you able to promote yet? Giro? No. No worries. Well, if I'm not going to be able to push over into sewers anytime soon, then maybe I should be angling for another attack here. You don't see much chance of success. I mean, when we get some more heavy tanks in, that would be a big, big boost. We just need heavy tanks in general. I'm wondering if I want to bring these guys back to Europe. Because it really looks like Japan's on the ropes here, between Britain and the Soviets. I mean, if I could continue racing down the coastline. Let's stop you. Let's just have you two working basically in conjunction with one another. So your job is to hold what the Reds take until British or Indian forces can arrive to actually hold on to that stuff. Still not actually doing any damage to me here. This is fine. Take all of that. Now, it kind of looks like in fact, several of my recon ships aren't even reconning. Please do. There you go, now you are. Because I know that there is an enormous fleet here. And I want to fight it. Like, I want to do some damage. We're ready. Because you're set to strike force. Oh, you're currently repairing, I see. You have lost a few destroyers. How are you doing? In fact, have you gained some ships? No. No, you haven't. And you're up to 19 destroyers now. 28% done. Your work here is not yet done. May as well have an order for you. Say that you need to get to here. So you can at least be building up some attack. Is it possible to see the casualty figures in the German USSR war? I mean, it's all mixed together. But Germany has lost 1.36. Japan's lost 1.3. I've lost 300,000. USA's lost 1.6. Britain's lost 1.6. And the USSR has lost 2.7. So the USSR is losing a lot, but it's still not to, like, what the hell are you doing, Soviet Union levels from the Dutch game. Yeah, what's Italy lost? Italy must have lost a lot by now too. 2 million. 1.3 of which have been killed by me. Because they keep on probing the Alps here. Exactly the same spot, just over and over and over again. I mean, this has got to be the 96th battle of the North Alps by now. It's Cadorno reborn. And they've been defeated again. We are still in Singapore, but then so are they. There it is. Secured once again. Aha! We can get a new political thing. Air superiority, attack, defense, agility, ground support plus 15 could be good because I'm trying to use ground support. Chief of the Navy. Capital ship and screens could be good. Manpower is fine. I don't know what I need. What do I need? I think I might go for the decisive battle. Although I would like to get more submarines out, sooner rather than later. Is there anyone that helps with stability? No. More generals? I mean, we have all the generals we need right now. We could make the mountaineers even stronger. That's actually really tempting. Done. So they were defending with what? 2.2 thousand defense? No, they still have that. Should be more. Oh, good grief, one of them is a veteran. I mean, actually that was 2,200 with Juan in charge, so it's probably not as much with Giraud. Not yet, anyway. Game might need a day to recalculate values. 2,600, yeah, you were right. Oh, but they can actually penetrate this armor. Just none of the others. Why is your armor penetratable? And by whom? The Italians are running out of tanks. 87,000 equipment lost, 14,000. 78% win ratio. I mean, that's been reduced somewhat thanks to fighting up here. We're down to just minus 48 heavy tanks now that I've stopped using you quite as aggressively. You're almost ready. I mean, it does take us a really long time to get planning preparation ready. I suspect that you guys are going to get really, really experienced as well. And you guys can come back over here and then attach to the yellows in preparation for another offensive. We are getting a surplus of close air support again. Now we've got a really good surplus of that. Okay. With the exception of giving you heavy tanks, which I still can't quite afford, but we are getting closer. I think we're almost ready for another assault. In fact, we have so much oil, I'm going to reduce the amount of oil I'm importing again. 2 less from the US, 1 more to the Netherlands. Not buying any from the US. We still have a surplus. Just about. Alright, yellows, how are you feeling about life?
Attention.
You really do need heavy tanks for this. I mean, we'll be bringing in a few when these guys are done. But that's only a few. We are churning out military factories as fast as we can. In fact, we could be getting some more. Trying to not build military factories on the coast. Let's go Limousin. So I can save that for naval yards if we need them to take down Japan.
Écoutez. Paré.
Alright, you guys are almost ready.
Gardez vos rangs.
You guys are almost ready. It's really annoying that I can't see their strength.
Attention.
Oh, you're saying you stand no chance of attacking, because I have no idea how many divisions are actually here. Oh, you just didn't know that you could win. Yeah, I know India's being attacked from behind. They're constantly getting naval invasions. They'll deal with it. Hopefully. Yeah, they've still got reserves and reinforcements around. Look at that, we have a surplus in heavy tanks. Let's get you a heavy tank. In fact, you're probably not even in the front line right now. Let's give you a heavy tank. Congratulations. Okay, we're getting enough guns again, so I think we can reduce you down to that. And then just double down on the number of heavies that we're producing. Because I really want every man to have a heavy. Every man will have his own heavy tank. That's the French dream. Ooh, plus 10% breakthrough. That might be helpful. So, 42. When's the next heavy tank available? Next year. Which is in fact in 4 days time. Even civilians will have their very own heavy tank, yes, absolutely. The Italians and the Germans are both just going to be draining resources here. This is good. I still killed a lot more Germans than anyone else, well, than Britain. Soviets have killed more. On the outskirts of Minsk. Where's Kiev? Kiev's down there. Soviets are doing fine. The sooner I can get this push to go, the better. But we're just going to have to introduce heavy tanks slowly but surely over time. Heavy tanks replacing conventional automobiles. Yeah, exactly. Exodus, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How goes the war? The war is going pretty well. How's my escort production going? 19% escorted. You have 26... Why is it saying you have 26 destroyers and only 20 here? Oh, right, because there's 6 here. Duh. That's the new medium tanks, which we've just researched. I would now like to work on the AMX M4s. The new heavy tank. Which is going to be slightly more defensive, more hard attack, 20 more armor, only slightly more expensive, a lot more breakthrough, a lot more soft attack, same speed, a lot more piercing, same fuel usage. I want one! And actually, another question. Heavy tanks and SPGs, heavy SPGs, same armor? No, that's where the difference is. Okay, so it's the heavies that have less armor. But medium armor is 52 versus 84, so that's different. Is it seriously just light tanks that have the same armor as the main unit? No. They're also different. So why was it the same here? It's not. Here? So how on earth was Prussian Prince building tanks with the same amount of armor? Unless that's just been changed in a sneaky patch. Pretty sure it's not, because that's how I remember it working. I don't know. It's TDs that have the same armor as tanks, not SPGs. Ah, okay. That's what it was. Need to let you get fueled up and ready. I really do wish I could add more heavy tanks. Should I be patient or should I try and push them out of Belgium? I mean, I've been patient until now. The whole military doctrine is patience. And doing this again. You're not getting any ports. Ooh, but Hong Kong might fall.
Écoutez.
Somewhat doubt you're going to get there in time. Considering these are mountains, no. Not a chance. And now they do have a port.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
When these guys arrive, they'll bring in some heavies. Which will be nice. Artillery's good. We're actually low on anti-tank. So I should probably shuffle that production a tiny, tiny bit. Let's just do that for a second. AT can go up to 3. Yeah, 3. Then we'll go back to the heavies. I mean, our efficiency still leaves a lot to be desired. Another naval invasion. Oh, there is a port here. Interesting. I'm starting to run out of people to put in these ports. Because I definitely don't want these ones to be poorly defended. Like, that's the minimum. So I can probably strip one out of there, and then that's it. We're out. But Japan's got to be losing absolutely thousands of troops with all these failed naval invasions. I've actually killed the most of the Japanese too. That's interesting. Huh. Time to recruit a couple more divisions. I just don't really have the equipment for it. I mean, we're training these guys, which is taking long enough as it is. We will be adding those to the yellow line soon enough. Which will be nice. Because we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Join the blues. And then these 4. Join the yellows once they're deployed. He took it back.
Aux ordres.
Oh, Wanju is also a place we have to hold. Well, Hong Kong is British, so I'm going to let the Brits deal with that. Yellow's almost finished their objectives. Still got loads of planning preparation to go. Like, we're just getting started here. And this red line can be reduced. You're attacking in completely the wrong way, people. Hello, why is that not moving? Thank you. Because if I manage to do what I'm trying to do and get the entire coastline, all of this is encircled. It's a bit of a daring attack. We'll see if it works, but I have high hopes. Aha! They deployed. You guys add to the yellows. Get into positions. And now we've got 5 units of heavy tanks here. I'm feeling a lot better about this now. Right, the other thing is we have medium tanks now, so we're going to switch you to medium tank production. You can stay on the light tank destroyers for now. In fact, no. We're going to make you a medium tank as well. And we will slowly but surely phase out the light tanks for mediums. Like, just completely phase out. We'll replace the tank destroyers too with mediums. Don't need them anymore. And that's all of that done. Tactical strategic bombing is irrelevant. Doctrine's finished. Glorious. It's 43. We need construction. How's the construction itself going? Fine. Marvellous. And the number of heavy tanks? Minus 15.
Gardez vos rangs.
Commanders do I still have? Only all. Okay.
Aux ordres.
I really dislike that Siam is still sitting here, because this is wasting so many divisions. Like, they're in the Japanese faction, they're just not joining the war. How's Germany doing? They're not making enough time. They're being bogged down for reasons.
Aux ordres.
Okay, how are we doing here? Right, you have no planning preparation. Okay, I have a slightly different plan. You guys are going to stay in the same unit, but I'm going to detach you real quick. I'm going to move this line down to about here. And these new guys, I'm going to make a new line right there. And their job is to take Breda.
Attention. Écoutez.
Need to do this really quickly before the Germans realise, oh, there's a hole here. Yeah, so the plan here is to hit the flanks really hard, because Britain can reinforce me from the sea. And this is all flat land, this is much less so. So I'm basically doing a reverse blitzkrieg, except with heavy tanks with infantry support rather than motorised or mechanised. Still an armoured fist though.